Well, I think he probably has cancer. He's probably dying.
Well, of course.
Like the one
He is
character
smoking.
in. Oh my god. What's up, guys? It's another new Comic Tuesday here at Comics Elite. It is January the 11th, 2022. So almost a 1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
1. Almost.
Almost.
We're gonna have a 2-2-2-2 coming up soon.
We are.
Yeah, yes we are.
Big day.
So once again, if you're new to the channel, I am Drew with Comics Elite here with
Kyle.
Not Kevin.
Kevin.
Thanks. Get it right.
Mhm.
And 5,000 subs. We finally crossed 5,000.
There.
Yes, in about a little more than a year, we did
Yeah.
it. And we're gonna have a big giveaway coming up.
Huge.
Yes, we have a lot of slabs that came in. We did a video with just a small,
Just a smidge.
just a smidge of those slabs. So yeah, there's Sean and I were playing a big giveaway for our 5,000th sub. So stay tuned, guys. So let's get right to it. So this is our skip it and meh segment. So for me this week, this is my meh. This is my skip it.
This is my skip it.
Yeah. So it's about.
I have about 3 minutes and a lot of skip it. This week sucked.
Well, okay. So we'll segue. You just reminded me. No DC this week.
That's true.
No DC.
Hence why it sucked a lot.
Yeah. So I fortunately, DC was small this week.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a very small DC week. So
Excited, though.
yeah, next week is going to be a double-sized DC week because we're going to get that week and this week's. So this store and our sister store, they didn't get any DC. Nothing. We got everything else.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So there's some DC we wanted to read.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Nope. So you'll have to stay tuned on Saturday when I do my, or Sunday when I do my best of the week with Wes. Stay tuned later, when I read my stuff from DC throughout this week. So let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Let's get started with the mez, then we'll work on the skip-its. So naturally, if we have the same ones, we'll talk about them at the same time to save time. So first one I got in my mez, I've got Maniac in New York.
Me too.
Okay.
I was. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was teetering on both.
I can understand. It was better than the first issue.
A lot better than the first issue, talking about schools.
Yeah. One thing I do know for a fact, because we went to high school.
We did.
We did.
You can't
No
fit
one,
in a locker.
no one that big is going to fit into a locker. Does not matter. Does not matter who you are. And I distinctly remember in high school the lockers we had, rail thin.
Yeah.
They're long but rail thin.
Yeah, you could fit like 3 books
Yes.
max. Yeah.
So no way is a human being fitting it that comfortably into a locker.
No.
A high school locker at that.
And that's your place you choose to hide when he can
Yes.
clearly see you going into the locker.
Yeah.
Like, don't find me in here. Please leave me alone. It's like,
Yeah.
you hid in the locker and he can see you hide in the locker?
Yeah.
It's dumb.
So this is our experience here in Indiana, guys. Now, maybe it was different. Maybe these are New York lockers. So maybe in New York lockers, they're like body size. So if you grew up in the Bronx and your lockers were body size, let us know. Because right now we're going off our experience, which this is impossible.
Very.
Yeah.
And I love 80s slashers, and I'm rooting for this guy. I'm rooting for Harry, whatever his name is, to kill everyone. Like, I really am. And it's like they cut away a lot from the gore. You see the gore sometimes, but you don't necessarily see the carnage. And I'm like, I want more of that gore from this. And I want more of him. Not people running around whining and... It's such a weird series. It is such a weird series.
Yeah, it should be so much better than it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is a perfect premise, and I love it.
Yeah.
I just... I expect more out of it.
Yep, likewise.
Yeah.
It's
not nice.
No. Next up, for my mez, I have got Dark Ages number 4.
It's a meh for you.
Yes, it is.
I got Department of Tooth.
That was a meh for you? You're
Yeah.
kidding. Wow. You know what? Explain yourself. Step up in the octagon.
I like when somebody tries something new. I hated the layout of this book.
I love the layout for this.
God, it was
I loved it. It's
awful.
Perfect.
So terrible to read. I love the premise of UFOs and all that, and that's what this is dealing with. And I'm like, you have me.
Well, UFOs, and it is like a smidge of it, but the
Yeah.
bigger portion is this guy.
Yeah. And I loved it. I was expecting and I wanted more linear, not reading files upon files upon files and files and more files. Just the layout, it took away from the story to me in this one, and I just felt it was just kind of a gimmick, and I'm like, it's a little much. But I wanted to like it, and the story is great, but it could have been. I just felt it was just too busy.
I could not disagree with you more, and I will talk about that later. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. I got Dark Ages #4. This one, I loved it last issue. I thought it was written well.
Mhm.
The last issue, I love Doctor Doom. How Tom Taylor, he wrote him very
Yep.
well. This one, it was just, it was all right. Art is okay. Story is okay. Fight scenes are just kind of bland and generic in here. Nick Fury dies. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
And Laura, Laura will never be Wolverine. I'm sorry. You can call her that, but she will never be Wolverine. Sorry, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Not going to take. No.
Generally a big Marvel problem.
Yes, it is. The plot really goes nowhere in this issue. It just all happens on this boat, and it's just, to me, this is a big step down from the previous issue, just especially narratively.
Disagree with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
So there we go. All right. Next up for the Mez, I have got NYX #3.
Really?
Yeah. I got one reason.
Okay.
Okay. I got one reason why this is a meh. Besides the story being utter garbage,
Yeah.
the interior art in this is
It's
beautiful.
good.
The art, it's not good. It is great. The interior art is so much better than it has any right to be in this book. The story is just damn stupid.
It's absolutely dog shit.
Yes,
It's
it is.
Coyote
Yeah.
Ugly.
It really is. Yeah, it really is Coyote Ugly, and it literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
I really can't believe they put these characters through that crap.
I know.
And if the art was not this good, this would be a complete skip it. But the interior art, check it out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. This one's gonna surprise the hell out of you. I have Rain.
That was a meh.
It's a meh.
I did struggle with that.
I did.
My big. So, how should I say this?
It's one. It can go either way. Now I am only mehing it despite the characters.
Okay, so you know what? To save time, I will say Rain was a skip it for me. Okay, so Rain is a meh for you.
Yeah.
Rain is a skip it for me. Now you continue with why it's a meh.
I like the mystery that this has provided us thus far. I'm excited to see where it goes. I really don't like this character. There's no reason to, and despite that, I think there's there's an interesting mystery here.
Yeah, and the reason why it's a meh it's a skip it for me. Sorry, I don't care if the characters are lesbians. I really main character.
Exactly.
I don't care, but it's how they're portrayed. It's how they're written. It's a big difference, very big difference, and they're written like implausibly insufferable, selfish, judgmental cartoon versions of a lesbian couple.
It's that tween like Fault in Our Stars.
So
Twilight.
these people do not exist. I get these people
don't.
do not exist, and I'm not gay, but this dialogue offends me, and it's like,
should.
yeah. But now I'm gonna get to a meh later. I have where it's done correctly, the exact opposite of this, where it's done much better. But that's why it just because his characters in this are insufferable.
Characters insufferable, and I completely agree. So I'm giving it a mid despite that because I like the mystery. I like the world. Until I don't. I mean, it could happen. But for now, you could do worse, I guess.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
That's it for my mess. Everything else
My next match, since we're on that subject, I'm going to go ahead and get to it. We Ride Titans, #1. Now, the reason why this is a meh is granted, it is effectively Pacific Rim.
It's 100%
It is.
Pacific Rim.
It's 100% Pacific Rim, but the reason why it's a meh for me is because when you read, the lesbian couple in here compared to the one from Rain, it is complete night and day.
But it's cookie cutter.
It's the lesbian couple in here. It's like they're people. That's how they're written. They're just written like normal people, a normal couple, and it's like that's why it's the meh. 'Cause I'm like, at least this is good as compared to that from Rain. I'm like, okay, this is why it's a meh for me. But like you said, the kaiju, like even the shelter bunkers, I'm like, this is flipping Pacific Rim. This is lifted straight up and down.
See,
from
I liked
Pacific
the
Rim.
art in Rain better than this. When the main character's mom shows up, I'm like, are you 12 and
Oh.
you're 16? Like you both look identical age, and then you have the Rock in a wheelchair. Literally, his name is Hobbs. Like from the movie Hobbs and like that's his character from the Fast and Furious franchise. I'm like, okay, you're just ripping off the Rock. In this, I didn't like that.
Okay.
I didn't like. I mean, both of these characters can go away. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's fair. I would agree with that.
Okay.
It's written a little better in here. Yeah.
And let's see here, more mez I got Knighted #3. To me, each issue has slowly gotten better.
Okay.
This one was.
Yeah.
It's just there's something holding it back. I mean, it's just. It's a mean-spirited comic.
Very.
Everyone's a complete asshole in this comic.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it has so much potential, but it's just being wasted.
Yeah, I'm like, we're 3 issues in, and I'm like, where's the progression? Where's the character development? Where is it's like this character is still going through the same shit. Like he still doesn't understand what he's doing, why he's doing it, how he's doing it. He's still fumbling around with everything.
And the last page was even more confusing. So I was like, wait a second, was the butler in the costume overlooking everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, wait, I'm like, okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like taking control.
So, yeah.
And then he couldn't. And it's like, what?
But the best part is Texas art. Texas
Oh,
art is the best part of this.
so fun.
There's no reason why he should be on this book.
No.
No,
It's misused.
absolutely.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Next one I got is Darkhawk.
Really?
Darkhawk.
That's how to skip it.
No, this one of Darkhawk is not a skip it. So Darkhawk and Spider-Man, they eat some food, go to a diner again. Him and Miles.
I wrote down, I'm like, I was waiting for, I was like, are they going to get through a whole issue and then not eat any food? And it was close.
Yeah.
Until you get to I'm like, why?
Yeah, it's like, it seems like Kyle Higgins is really regressing to 2017 Mariko Tamaki when she was on She-Hulk. Just, it is getting bad.
You have nothing else to do. It's like,
Yeah.
well, let's just put him down, sitting down, eating food.
But the big thing is he comes out to his team for having this MS.
Yes.
Yes.
It's big.
Yeah,
It's huge.
Yes, it's
brave.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I mean, the end of it is the more interesting part.
The last panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I didn't like it. I've yet to like Dark.
I want to. It's like I want to. And it just doesn't.
Yeah.
not work.
Kid of the '90s. It's
Yeah.
my character.
Yeah.
Your last
And
one.
my last meh. It's gonna be controversial because. Yeah, but allow me to explain myself. I got Marvel Voices Heritage #1.
What the?
This is a meh.
Wow.
This is a meh for me. I did read it. Yes.
You did.
It was like,
Okay.
normally, like what my standard operating procedure, I read what I assume is going to be the worst, what I think is going to be the best. So naturally, I read this first.
So you were in a better mood.
Starting off,
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
Well, the plus of this is that it wasn't double sized.
Oh, thank God. Yes.
But for the most part, the stories are generically bland.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Pandering.
like, yeah, it's like dope, lukewarm rice and water. You know, that's all it is for babies and very old people.
Yep.
This comic is dope.
Yep.
But what this one was slightly different because there was one story in here I did like. It was with the American Eagle. I thought that was good. Just the old guy,
Bank robbery.
yes, and like, but then at the very end you see him. It's like he's not done. I'm like, that was actually a good story with the American Eagle. I really enjoyed it, you know. And Stephen Paul Judd, David Cutler. Yeah, good job. That was the only good story in this whole comic. The others were just bland dope.
Yeah, yeah. Let's skip it for me, obviously, because it's just pandering and partially racist. But
I would say if you're walking through the store, check out the American Eagle-ish story. It's actually pretty decent.
yeah, it's in the middle there. It's not
Yeah.
too many pages.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
And that's it for my mez.
Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like I'm awfully more generous.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, here. So here we go. Now we get to the skip. It's got relatively the same, almost the same stack. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. First up for me, I've got King Conan #2.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. King Conan.
So I hated this comic.
Yep, same.
First problem, there's way too much dialogue in
A
this.
lot.
Too much dialogue.
Why is Conan talking so much?
Yes. For a Conan action comic, no, too much.
Yeah.
I was nodding off by the 5th page. And what Conan does with this kid, no,
I'm like,
I don't buy that for 1 minute.
well, the fact that you let your son just berate the shit out of you for like 3 pages, he is doing nothing but saying how terrible he is, and I'm like, why are you
But
letting your son
now-
talk to you like that?
Now I'll say we're gonna see the complete opposite of this Conan in Savage Avengers later on.
Yes.
Just a better example of Conan
Yes.
and how he handles a kid. And
Yes.
by a better writer than Jason Aaron. Jason
Correct.
Aaron, you just sucked ass in this comic, man. It is terrible.
The one part where Conan kicks that dude down into the pit and he's gonna die, I'm like, that's awesome. And then of course he doesn't. He's gonna change a heart.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No, this series sucks so far.
I like the first issue. This one is it is bad.
Next up, I got The Thing,
What?
the next big thing.
This is the first one I read.
I read issue 1. Issue 1 was, in a word, weird.
Yeah.
Did not read issue 2, but
Mm.
But look, the minute you have The Thing in bed with a woman, and she says, "I like it rough," you need to follow through on showing how that would work.
I've always wanted to know, kind of. Like, it's always one of those things. I'm like, it's a rock pile.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Work. You need to follow through on that.
Yeah.
You can't just. This is legit in the that dialogue is in there. Yeah, I like it rough in bed with The Thing. It's like that is there.
There's rough, and then there's coarse.
And that's gonna ruin your weekend. Oh
Yikes.
man.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna crap right for a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just don't. You know, better yet, don't do it at all. You know.
Yeah. Just,
Don't do that. Just
you
leave
can have
it.
a relationship.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be physical.
No.
Please.
And you know, things just happen in this story. There's no narrative.
That kid is insufferable.
Yeah.
He knows everything, and it's just, God, kid, will you shut up?
Yeah. I did not get I don't get this comic. I don't.
A champion of the universe just shows
It's
up,
up,
and
yeah.
then the thing just starts
Like I
punching him.
said, things just happen.
He's like, I'm just gonna fight you.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not gonna give him a chance to say anything. No. Yeah. Yeah.
It's bad.
It's really bad.
Next up, Hell Sonya #1.
What? I got that too. What the fuck was this?
I don't know. I mean, you want to talk about taking a simple concept and just complicating it? So look,
On purpose.
you know, the multiverse concept was cool initially, but now it's getting way out of hand and it's getting way too silly and way too stupid to enjoy. And like this is Red Sonja as a concept. It's a simple concept. By doing this, you're taking that simple concept and just complicating it.
Yeah, to the millionth degree.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
A purple one? A moon one?
Yeah.
Gold?
It's SAS operative one.
Yeah.
It's like
blue and red or whatever the hell. I'm like, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't get it. I
It's
don't.
awful.
But Priyo did a good cover. I'll say that. Priyo
It
did
is
a
a
really
good
good cover. Yeah.
I don't think Hell Sonya doesn't show up to the last page.
No, and she just looks bland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one, Wastelanders Black Widow #1.
What?
Hey, that's oh my god, is that a first for you?
I think. No. never
You
mind.
got to be kidding me! It's like Every single one of these has been in your top 10.
Hey, to be fair, this week sucked.
Oh my god.
I think that one just eked in. It was originally.
I hated this comic. I can't believe Yelena actually threatens to hurt a father and his kids in the wastelands to take his water away from him and his family.
She was just gonna break his arm.
This legit happens.
He'll live.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen, our hero.
Hey, it's the Wastelands.
Jesus Christ.
Kill or be killed.
Everyone in this world, everyone in this comic is just ugly, nasty. It's just completely bleak and nihilistic. There's nothing.
Did Jim Morrison show up? Oh, a Lizard King. Lizard King.
So when I was reading this, and I came to the end of this, I tried to figure out what was more depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Reading this or watching Jacob's Ladder with Tim Robbins.
Yeah, they're both equally good. I would be reading this while watching Jacob's Ladder. I like that.
Or not.
Yeah.
You could do neither.
Yeah. Or go outside.
Go outside, enjoy the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is just mean-spirited and just evil and nasty. No.
That's life.
Jesus Christ, Kyle. Well, maybe you can live in New York. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, number 3.
What? I got that too.
Oh my God, this comic.
This isn't for us, but
No,
fuck this
it
character.
is not, and just but the characters, the dialogue. Families are rough. Am I right? Am I right?
It's like, yeah, sure, if you want them to be.
The circus of crime.
Ugh.
So it's just a shitty half-ass circus. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's not even a public access channel circus.
No,
You know, it's
not even Bozo.
screw this boring screw this comic. I just don't get it.
She will never be in peril. She will never be in
No.
danger. She's not allowed, and
Nope.
she will know everything
Mhm.
and get out of every situation.
Yeah.
What's the point? There's no point to this because it's like, oh, I can get out of everything and I know every answer to everything. Pointless.
So, that's why I love going back to reading comics from the 80s and 90s, and characters actually wore costumes, They weren't
Yeah.
wearing, I'm sorry, they weren't wearing shit to cosplay as. That's all this shit is for. That's the reason why she's wearing this crap. So you can cosplay as her.
She's got
God.
kind of tied up boots, which
Jesus Christ.
I don't know about you, but when I wore boots like that, if I didn't lace them up that high, bad things happen.
I would love to see someone like walk up from behind her.
Yeah.
Oop, flat tire.
Oh, not so good, are you?
Death of Doctor Strange, Bloodstone.
What?
Number 1.
I got it.
This
Oh man!
this had
Wow.
so 1, this was not worth $5
No,
at all.
not even close.
2, this is way too long.
And yes,
3, it barely, if at all, ties in with the Death of Doctor Strange.
I don't know. I was sitting here. I'm like, how does this tie into Doctor?
I think they say his name twice. I think they
Yeah.
actually say his name twice. That is it. And has Elsa Bloodstone always sworn as much as she does in this?
That's every comic. I've said it before. Everybody swears now. Like every bubble
Yeah.
has a curse word in it now.
Yeah.
Every character just cusses now,
Yeah.
and it's okay. I'm like, why is there so much? And I'm like, she's insufferable in this. Her dialogue
she is, yeah.
It's like, will you shut up? Like,
Her and her family just
yeah, the squabbling of between these. It's like, shut up.
she like you said, she's really written like a Mary Sue. No struggle,
No,
nothing.
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 Like
No.
from the first where she's having her own intro saying how great and amazing,
Amazing she is. Yes. It's like, oh my God.
And then
Oh.
another character shows up. This character shows up, and she's also insufferable, knows everything.
Mhm.
It's like now we have 2 in the same book. I don't know what this was. It shouldn't be a tie-in to Doctor Strange because it had nothing to do with it other than the fact she comes back and says, well, the man is dead, so I guess the women need to take over. I don't know.
You know what I've been rereading recently? Acts of Vengeance from the 80s. That was a well-written story,
I read that in a long time.
It's a well-written story. It just makes me want to wish I was reading that right now as
Yeah.
opposed to reading this.
Oh, man. Good week.
Yeah, I know, right? Next skip it. I've got Fantastic Four, 39.
Me too.
Man, it just each of these are just getting worse and
Yeah,
worse.
or-
This one, So this comic, it, you know the show Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law?
Yep.
This was the unfunny,
Yes.
poorly written version of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Yeah.
And where this ends, the court crap was pointless. How it ends up, I'm like, so you didn't even need to be in court for this at all. None of it mattered.
Law and Order, Fantastic Four. Like, what? Like, you're going to it's like you're going to family court.
But like how it ends, it didn't
Yeah.
even have to be in court.
Yeah. The judge just yells at him and says, "Get out of my
Court?
courtroom."
Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
Huh? That's not a ruling.
That's no good.
Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing? This isn't fantastic. It's like tied up in court. Like, what is it with Marvel? Everyone being on trial, need to go on trial. I can assume why. But no thanks. This isn't fantastic. Like, where's Galactus at?
I know, right?
Moment.
Yeah.
Any,
Where's
literally,
a Nihilus? Can we have an Nihilus invasion?
literally anything.
Please?
You have to go to your. I gotta go to court. Got a court date.
Yeah. No, this comic is absolute garbage.
It is awful.
Oh, we got 3 left. Oh, man, you got. All right.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I got
9.
Marauders 27.
Me too.
The most interesting part of this comic comes at the very, very end on the last 2 pages with Reed Richards.
Yeah. I would agree.
And so if you've read X-Men versus Fantastic Four and remember that evil thing Charles did to Reed, because the X-Men are evil now and Charles is evil now,
Yep.
you'll know what I'm talking about. But knowing Jerry Duggan, it'll most likely be a prank pulled on us, and Reed will continue to be punked and abused by the mutants, and including by this Mary Sue Lord's Chantel. So, yeah.
I hate that character.
No, skip. This comic sucked.
Yeah, I didn't
And-
have any fun with this comic at all. Just like we in this Krakoa crap.
Just nothing. Where they're on a ship and just like I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah, it's a pirate ship.
yeah.
And it's like okay.
I'd rather watch that. Was it the Lonely Island Boys? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'd rather watch that. I'm on a boat for 10, 20 times on repeat than read this comic again.
Yeah, and then you have a weird like arms deal going on.
Yeah.
But it's fake because then you got like 2 like 12-year-old boys showing up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, are these supposed like? Is that who they're? What? What did you say? Mm-hmm. I mean, it is.
It boggles the mind.
Yeah, it is mind-numbingly dumb.
But like I said, the best part, the
Yeah,
last 2 pages. Yeah. But we'll see where that goes. I think we're gonna get punked. They're just gonna pull a Farva on us. Yeah, got you. Go, you fuckers. Yeah. Good prank, Gary.
For the shit you pull.
Next one I got. What's the furthest place from here?
Sean's favorite.
Sean's favorite.
I can't believe he recommended this book.
Yep, I think he's backing the movie. I think he's financially backing the movie.
Yeah, he should.
So
we got kids pretending to be old people.
So the gang goes to a huge mansion to find their friend, and then shenanigans ensue for 40 pages.
Yeah, they think a VHS tape and a TV is real life.
Yeah.
I guess.
And them sitting around eating and watching VHS tapes.
Yeah. I'm like, is this the
40
movie?
pages.
Yeah, is this the horror movie VHS? I'm like, I don't. But then they're like, oh, you're an elder, but you're not. And I thought everyone that was old died or something in this world. I still don't understand what it is. But then they're not. Then they're just kids dressing up as old people.
Yeah.
And then there's some cults of people in hoods.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
I hate this book. I really hate this
book. I hate
book.
this series. I hate it. I just don't get it. I really don't understand the fascination with it. It doesn't work. There's nothing about it that works.
No, nothing.
And my last skip it for the week. Lunar Room, number 2.
What?
Stunning and Brave.
Yeah, that's
Danny Lore's Lunar Room, number 2. Why don't you lead off on this one? I think you.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
What is this? She's a werewolf who doesn't have powers.
Okay. So now you bring up an interesting point. If you're able to turn into a werewolf and back, and you're aware of it, mysticism is no longer a conspiracy.
Correct.
There's a line in there where she says, "I don't believe in that conspiracy mysticism." Yeah. I'm like, whoa. Danny Lore, you are an idiot. You have a woman who could turn into a werewolf and back, and she does not believe in mysticism. you are an idiot.
Yeah.
Say no more.
And I'm trying to. It's like, is she our main character? No one knows.
No, I don't even know who the main character is.
Who's the villain? We don't know. Like, why is she a villain? We don't know. What's even going on? We don't know.
But we didn't find out if she loves that girl in this one.
That's true. She didn't say anything like, God, I love her.
Yeah.
God, I miss her.
I don't know if she still loves her or not.
They didn't share a panel together, so we don't know. And it's a shame.
Well, I need more than one panel for her thighs.
That's true.
I-oh.
It's weirdly drawn.
Yeah.
Don't know. Yeah, I didn't get this.
No.
I 2 issues in. It's dumb. Like one issue. I was just asking a bunch of questions when I wrote down my. I'm like, what is the lunar room? No fucking clue.
Yeah.
Like, who's the main character? No one knows. What's the main villain? No one knows. And the weird thing is, in this book, there is a shit ton of exposition dumped.
There is, absolutely.
I mean, bubbles upon bubbles full of words, and people are just saying things, and you're still like, what the hell is going on?
Is this dialogue going to help propel the plot, at least?
It's like,
No? Keep it all in the same place?
Yeah. Do we have to have so much backstory to explain nothing, and we still don't know anything? And it's like, so what are you saying?
Yeah. You're saying... What are you saying?
Yeah, exactly.
This is a dumpster fire
really
of a
is
series.
bad.
Jesus, you know.
It is terrible.
I'm out of ammo. What you got?
Terrible.
See if you got any shockers that are going to shock me besides, yeah.
Yeah, I got Marvel Voices Heritage. This was a skip it for me.
You know, understandable.
Aside from that one story that I kind of thumbed through, and I'm like, there's probably something here. Everything else is just awful, pandering, terrible. Sure. If that's what you want, if you're feeling like you have to do something, then for $5 for one short story, I don't think so. You can do better. We can do better. I have Darkhawk.
Darkhawk.
I didn't like this.
Darkhawk.
Yeah, I think I've yet to like a single issue of this, and I loved Darkhawk as a kid.
You know, Darkhawk he was a fun character. I really enjoyed writing him as a kid, and just since this new character, it hasn't been fun. Even the one shot that came out last year, I think, that was a fun one shot.
Yeah,
but this, I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of Darkhawk.
Yeah, he spends such few precious pages as Darkhawk. I'm like,
yeah.
What are we doing?
If he is Darkhawk, he's sitting around with Miles,
eating donuts.
Yeah,
just talking. We're not talking. We're just
talking.
Whatever. All right. I have We Ride Titans. We Ride.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's understandable because it is a straight up lift at Pacific Rim.
I honestly don't know how they
up and down.
Don't get sued. When they literally say kaiju, which I guess isn't trade. I mean, it's not trademark, but like,
and they even show the people going down in those shelters in the streets and everything. Those concrete shelters. It's like, that's not from the movie. That's from the movie. That's from the movie.
Short of them saying it's a Jaeger, it's like, this is Pacific Rim. It's like, but we have the Rock in there. It's different. It's like, I don't think so. And the art, I kind of don't know how old some of the characters are. And I'm like, wait, that's your mom? Like, is that your stepmom?
Yeah, her mom looked the same age as she did.
Yeah. And I'm like, maybe it's a stepmom. I don't know. And of course her brother's the drunk, stupid loser, and she'll come in and save the world.
Well, I think he probably has cancer. He's probably dying.
Well,
like the one character in. Oh my god. Wow, it really is Pacific Rim. Jesus.
You just answered your own question. NYX number 3. Aside from the art, which is good, it's Coyote Ugly. They go to a gay bar and dance around and drink and
act stupid.
Yeah. Because they feel like that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
I guess. Sure. Like, you live forever. Why not?
Who wants to live forever?
Come on, you apes. You want to live forever? All right. I have Devil's Reign Superior 4.
What? That was a skip it?
Yeah, this is dumb. Like, I'm not a Doctor Octopus fan anyway. Like I really don't care about that character. And seeing 9 iterations of him, I'm just like, oh my god. I mean, it's so bad, and the art is pretty bad.
No, it's not. The
Art
art is
is
good.
not
Art
good.
is solid in here.
It is
No.
lazy. The
No,
the
no, no,
arms
no, no,
for
no, no.
Wolverine are
No, 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 no,
lazy.
no. When you compare the art in this to like farthest from home, Adventures of Yellow Dog, whatever the crap, or the whatever else we
Yeah.
skip. No, the art in this is not bad. The art in this is no.
I thought the Wolverine the arms on the Wolverine are lazy. It looks like smoke. I'm like, are those smoke arms? Like, is it because he was a smoker? Like his arms just manifested from smoke. I seeing him go into every multiverse to bring out every iteration
it's a
of
fun
Doctor
premise.
Strange,
Well,
Doctor Strange, Doctor Octopus. It's just
but
like
it's a fun
whatever.
premise. I enjoy it, and hey, that's Doc Ock, and I enjoy it.
Lame. Lame. Lame.
Or not.
And finally, I go on the same lines. Amazing Spider-Man 85.
Wow. You are on a tear this week for
I-
Spider-Man. You hate Spider-Man, don't you?
I do. Not this.
Wow.
It's losing all of its credibility it's built up. I mean, he breaks into Beyond.
Yep. Kicks the ass of Charlie's Angels, and
He does nothing to break in. Literally, he gasses a guy, and that's it. And
we have to do more.
The-
Dr. Octopus, come on.
he goes into a room with a talking fish that, I don't, does he have a New York accent or something? I'm like, what the shit? And then he goes into a sandwich room, and I'm like, oh my god. I mean, a sandwich room. I'm like, what are we doing? What
It's
is
the
this?
Beyond Corp, Kyle. It's Bed Bath. See, there's Bed Bath and Beyond, then Beyond broke off and became the Beyond Corp. And Beyond Corp, the first project they worked on was making sandwiches. And they're right now they're trying to master the pastrami on rye with mustard. It's difficult.
talking sandwiches. I mean, this is so. I mean, and it
Like I said, pastrami on rye with
Beyond
mustard, it is difficult.
stupid. And then you have the gall to try to get fake serious at the end of this book.
No, it gets good at the end.
Oh my
it gets good.
god!
It
You
gets good.
cannot have
Nope,
a
it gets
talking
good.
fish, a talking sandwich, and then be like, "Hey, let's get serious for a minute, guys. All right, enough of the talking fish. Like, let's hone it back and get serious." Go to hell. Like, I can't. I can't. No. No.
Pastrami on rye with mustard, Kyle. Pastrami on rye with mustard. So there you have it, guys. That's it. Those are our skibits and mez for this week. Let us know what you think. Am I 100% correct? Is Kyle about 99% wrong? Just let us know in the comments, guys. You guys are very vocal in the comments.
They are.
Yeah, they're pretty.
No.
Yes, they do. Yeah. I'm sure they'll let us know about the Amazing Spider-Man and everything else. So please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. It's down there, up there somewhere. Usually, you have to rotate your phone. I don't know where it's at. I don't know what you're looking on. So stay tuned soon. We got our top 10 coming up, and we got a big announcement coming up at the very end of that. Later.